All right. Well, welcome back. Real quick, let's officially start real quick.
Yo,
Hi.
everybody, welcome.
How you feeling, bro?
I'm pretty good. My hip's been hurting, and the marathon's next Saturday, so I've been working that hip out as much as I can. But even if I have to drag myself, I think I'll do it anyway.
Yeah.
Even if I just completely destroy my body, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
For that medal at the end.
Oh.
I hope I don't get injured. What?
Oh, it's a bot.
Someone chatting with us?
It's a bot.
Well, better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for sure.
Oh, so weird. Okay. How are you doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Alright. Good?
Decent.
Decent. That's fair. Okay. Thank you, Mary. Graphic designs. You need work done. Oh, if you need work done. I thought there's you need work done. You guys suck. Let me do stuff for you here. Alright. So, what do you want me to do? Recap? Hello?
Yeah, go for it. Go ahead and start it.
Yeah. Okay, so last episode was a Pikachu one. And what was it called? I think it was called The Village of Pikachu. No. What was it called? You remember?
Yeah.
Let's see. It was called...
Oh God. Too far.
Oh,
Pikachu's goodbye.
Pikachu's goodbye. Oh yeah, of course, because Pikachu's the one that says goodbye. Yeah. So in this episode, they go really, really far into the forest, and to the point where there's Pokemon haven't really been accustomed to humans, and they run into a pod group family. What do they go by? Pride?
A swarm?
A Pikachu pride?
A swarm?
A pride of Pikachu swarm. And the Pikachu are very hesitant, but pretty quickly Ash's Pikachu wins them over, and they love him. And Ash wants to be part of the Pikachu clan for some reason. But he's not a Pikachu, so they don't really want him to be part of their crew.
Maybe he thinks he is.
Well, they only care about the yellow fellow. And a lot of the episode is just getting to know what Pikachu culture is, I guess. Like how the Pikachu live out in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
And Ash feeling like Pikachu's better off with these other Pikachus, which he's probably right. But randomly a baby Pikachu falls out of the tree and into a raging waterfall. And Pikachu jumps after him, and all the other Pikachu come and rescue him. And at the end, pretty much, it's a whole Team Rocket scene. Team Rocket comes in their big Meowth balloon and steal all the Pikachu in this big net. And the Pikachu somehow, by biting the net, get out of it. And then Ash just thinks that I need to leave Pikachu. So he runs off, and Misty and Brock are trying to change his mind, but he doesn't. He's made up his mind. So he runs like 20 feet, and with a beautiful, beautiful 80s ballad montage of him and Pikachu and their love for each other and their hate for each other. Mm-hmm. And at the end of his run, he turns around and Pikachu's standing there. The sun's rising, and he decides. And then Pikachu just jumps on Ash, and for some reason he changes his mind, and they go on their way. Yep.
Well put.
Say so.
Alright, well, for those of you watching on YouTube, thank you
It
for the
was
support.
a pretty good episode.
Yeah. It was like... I think I rated it higher than you were expecting.
Yes. Well, when you say a little above average, I don't think 4. 4, I think, is quite a bit above average.
Right.
But
2.6.
yeah, it had a really great montage. It had a great montage.
That was like 3 of the points.
Those things are memorable, right?
That was like 3 of the stars.
Right. Right. Yeah. Those montages are memorable. Like that's how everyone remembers the Butterfree episode. And even though at first you felt like you didn't remember this episode, you did a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for this episode today for the Eevee brothers because I love the Eeveelutions. They're pretty awesome designed Pokemon. We got some viewers. Tell us your favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, if you're watching, tell us your favorite Pokemon.
Or favorite cartoon, whatever.
Yeah.
Today I was asking, so for my project I was asking for my siblings their favorite fictional characters. And both Kevin and Stephanie chose SpongeBob.
Strong choice.
Yeah. And the funny thing was, I couldn't believe it when Stephanie said it. And I said, oh my gosh, Kevin chose the same thing. Both of you guys chose SpongeBob as your favorite animated or fictional character.
Mm-hmm.
And then Stephanie, just completely confused, asks me, he's not your favorite fictional character?
What would you say yours is?
Unfortunately. Oh man,
Clean
I would
Bean.
say it'd have to be...
What up, brothers? What up, Clean Bean?
Oh, what's up, Kevin? We were just talking about you. Stephanie chose SpongeBob as her favorite fictional character too.
Keeping
And
that bean.
when I was asking her, when I was telling her that you, when I told her that you picked SpongeBob as your favorite character, she was so confused. She's just like, "Isn't he your favorite character too?"
Mm-hmm.
No.
Didn't he shape your
I
childhood?
have to say, if I had to pick a favorite character,
I love when you talk about
if I had
him.
to pick a favorite character. Should we talk about your little booty? Me and Kevin, let me tell you something. Me and Kevin, when we were younger, when we'd get home from church, we would have competitions to see who can get undressed the fastest. And so, yep, little booty. And so, obviously, there's a lot of pushing and kicking and punching involved so that we could, could win. But, yeah, if I had to say my favorite fictional character, I might actually have to go with... Ooh. Maybe somebody from Dragon Ball.
Really? The original series?
Yeah, probably. Dragon Ball Z, sorry.
Oh.
Or Dragon Ball Z, Super, everything. Maybe like Gohan or Vegeta or something. Yeah. What about you?
Favorite fictional character. Oh my gosh, there's so many.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like narrow this down. Like, is this like a fictional character I want to meet, or is this like a fictional character I like look up to, or?
Both, I guess.
Oh, then
no, I don't know. I wouldn't say if
both,
you want to meet. I'd just say like as a character, like in the show as a character out.
Yeah, the obvious answer is
you enjoy him on a
SpongeBob.
TV show or in a book. Oh gosh. Is SpongeBob the best character from the SpongeBob show? Would you say he's the best character?
I feel like he's definitely the protagonist. I feel like Squidward's the best character.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. That shouldn't surprise me that you like Squidward.
Yeah.
I'd say SpongeBob is probably the best. Yeah. I really like Larry too, for some reason.
He's big and buff.
Just really
he's got those
into
big
buff
biceps.
Crabs.
Mm-hmm.
Lobster crabs. Yeah. No, actually, I take it back. My favorite SpongeBob character is Plankton.
You're right.
He has a lot of really good one-liners.
You're right.
I was
chocolate. Yeah. Chocolate.
That guy's your favorite. That guy's your favorite. No, I would say the guy. Oh yeah, that's what he say.
How can I eat my crisp, Krusty Krab pizza without my drink?
Yeah, that's so good. Nico was wanting to see that. Did you see the movie? The one where with the Goofy Goober song.
Goofy Goober rock.
Nico wanted to see it, and he was like asking for it. And I swear, there's a part where SpongeBob's doing this whole talking about how he's a kid and that's who he is, or whatever. And then all of a sudden the smoke machines come on, and the smoke's going everywhere. And Plankton's trying to get him to stop, and he's like, okay, that's enough. And he turns around, and all the smoke's coming toward him, and he's like, hey, what's going on here? And I couldn't stop laughing for the rest of the song. Hey, what's going on here?
The one to hidden the fur.
Hidden the fur. Yeah, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That's a good character, too. What's his name? Flynn?
Flynn.
He's good. That is a funny movie.
Alright. So if you're watching on YouTube, thanks for joining. Oh, you sent this out to Stephanie too, right?
Yeah.
Cool. You're going to hear us talk right now. It's going to cut to the intro, and we're going to cut right back to us talking. It's because we can't show the whole episode on YouTube. Copyright. We can show bits, clips, pieces, highlights, but not the whole episode, even if we talk over it. Join us afterwards, though. Like, we'll be talking about the best parts. We'll give a synopsis. We'll talk about the different encounters. And we'll jump into our other segment, Nothing's Ever Good Enough, where we kind of break down an evolutionary line. This time it's Zubat.
Yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good
one. Going all the way up to Crobat.
Oh, I'm excited.
Is there Omega? Or X or Y or...
No.
Okay. But do you remember anything about this episode?
Yeah, I remember this little kid has 3 brothers. One has a Flareon, one has a Vaporeon, one has a Jolteon.
I wish
and they're all trying to convince him.
But that I can understand one thing you're talking about. We're talking about SpongeBob.
What? That's my mom.
Mm-hmm. And we were talking about Kevin's little booty too.
Yeah, we were. We were talking about his little booty. Although I bet, when he was a kid, it was pretty bony. I imagine now that he's in the army, it's pretty muscular.
Pretty voluptuous.
Oh, Mom and her knowledge of technology. All right.
Now Kevin,
the family here today.
Now Kevin's thick.
Kevin's got that booty rocking everywhere.
Kevin's got that dump truck.
Yeah, so pretty much the little kid, his older brothers all have an evolution, and they're all trying to convince him to evolve his Eevee to one of their evolutions, and the kid just doesn't know what to do. And I think he just ends up not evolving him. Just wants to love him as a Eevee, so I'm sure it'll turn into an Espeon.
Sounds about right for a Pokemon episode.
Yeah. They really promote the cute, less powerful Pokemon. Well, shall we?
Yeah. Let me send a message to Tasha real quick and we get started.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, Mom, are you still on? Go ahead.
Hey, Philly Bago. Is that how you say that?
Pili. Oh,
I-
she spelled it wrong. Oh, Pili Ibego. It's like Pili is the short for Pilar, her name, Pili.
Mm-hmm.
And then E is and in Spanish. And then Bego is short for Begonia, which was my mom's sister.
Mm. They must be sharing an account to watch us.
No, she passed away.
Oh.
She was a teenager. Yeah, she was a teenager.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah. You love what?
That she's like
that she put those names.
including it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you ready to get started then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Lethal
Lethal
Squirt!
Squirt!
Yes, you lethally squirted your way in.
He's back!
Welcome back, Lethal Squirts. How you been, bro?
He's been crying? Oh no.
He's the other banana on the tripod of the trifecta of the banana beard.
Trifecta. Yeah, don't get jealous, Kevin.
Yeah, we're good, guys. Can't complain.
How about you guys? Pretty good, pretty good. Just keeping it real.
You came just in time. We're just about to start.
About to get our Pokemon.
Let's go. Alrighty, man.
Alright.
Another one in the books.
Another one. Bites the dust.
Yeah. Episode 37.
Initial thoughts?
I definitely did not remember this episode. I didn't really understand it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, still average episode. Team Rocket, good.
Pretty good action scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, I'm glad we got some battles. It seems like it's been a while since we've had Pokemon on Pokemon battles. And I don't know, I think they did pretty good with the world creation in this area where it was set. The setting was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like an evolutionary party would totally be a thing, you know, if like
For
Pokemon
sure.
were real.
Yeah, for sure.
And it definitely would take place at some like upper class mansion like that, who could just like afford to just be handing out stones like that.
Right, yeah.
I noticed it's not invitation only, you know, so anyone can just walk in and get a stone.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, they're probably pretty expensive, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got to see... Wait, does Executor evolve through Grass Stone?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't, does he?
He does.
He does? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to see all of the first-gen Stone evolutions.
Really? Were
Stone
they-
evolution Pokemon.
Were they all
Right.
there?
I don't know. Let me look that up, actually.
Brothers can win too. Brothers don't shake hands. Brothers gotta hug.
What?
You seen Water Boy? You seen Tommy Boy?
Oh, yeah, I don't remember. It's been so long. Oh, yeah, Brothers Gotta Hug. Yeah, I remember that.
Tommy, he doesn't smell like poop. It's mud.
Oh, I guess. Let's see. Vulpix, Growlithe,
Yeah, no Arcanine.
Eevee.
Was there a victory bell?
There was a victory bell. Poliwhirl, Shelder, Staryu, Eevee, Pikachu, Eevee, Gloom, Weeping Bell, Execute. Yeah, you're right. Nidorina. Yeah, I guess there's none of the Moonstone ones like Nidorina, Clefairy, Jigglypuff. Gloom.
Was that a niner?
Yeah. Is that a niner?
Did I hear a niner in there? You calling from a walkie-talkie?
Nidorina. Anyways, yeah, so none of the Moonstone evolutions were there, and I guess Growlithe was the other one that wasn't there.
Welcome, Chels Bell. It's Chelsea.
What's up? Chels Bell? Chels Bell's
Chels Bells.
underscore G.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Is G for gangster?
Yeah.
Are you a gangster?
Straight up G.
Oh, cool. You're our first gangster on the chat. Please don't shoot us.
Or if you do, be accurate with it. Please.
Yeah, please. Just send it. We don't want to suffer. Oh, man. Did you do your YouTube spiel?
Not yet. If you're watching on YouTube, we didn't go anywhere. We're right back here where we started. Hey guys. Lowercase g. Little g.
Lowercase g. Little g. Little G Fresh. She's pretty good if you haven't heard her. Is it Little G Fresh or Little Fresh G? I think it's Little G Fresh. She's kind of like she's a rapper, but she's a rapper, but not very known.
Sounds like a grocery store mascot.
Little G Fresh. I don't know, man. I don't know what that kind of mascot would look like.
Imagine,
I do have to tell you though, one of my favorite mascots ever is the HEB one. I still miss that little bag with a face.
He's like a bag, right?
That little bag with a face, I miss it.
I don't know, man. The hamburger helper guy is a little glove. Have you seen the one with a skeleton?
Which one?
It's like one where they did an X-ray of him. He's got like this, this terrifying skull.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, there's some pretty crazy mascots out there.
About Chester Cheeto.
Mm-hmm. I always like Gromus.
Hey, Cheetah.
Cheetah. I'm sure there's like a lot of other weird ones.
Oh, for sure.
That's funny that your mind went to Hamburger Helper.
Do you remember the mascots for Schlotzsky's? They were on there for like a couple of years and they rightfully got taken away. There were a bunch of like banjo playing possums.
Oh, really?
Oh, bro, it was so scary. They look like roadkill playing instruments.
Oh my gosh, they have like this Schlotzsky's? What is that?
Yeah, it's like a sandwich place. I never went there very often because they put olives and everything.
Ugh.
I know.
I'm from Spain and I don't even like olives. Schlotzsky's raccoons? Is that what it is? The raccoons?
Possums.
Oh, possum, sorry. Man, possums are ugly. Ugly animals. Oh, there's no images. Huh. Possum mascot.
While you're looking it up real quick, I'm going to do a little YouTube spiel.
Okay.
Welcome back. You missed quite an episode. This one starts off with our heroes, lowercase h, traveling through the woods. They come across an Eevee staked to the ground in a tree. He had food, water, collar, obviously owned. They help themselves to undoing its leash and picking him up and taking it into town with them. where they wander off and actually wander into a party. Like, let themselves in.
Like always.
Like always. Turns out it's an evolutionary party. The host of the party
Kind of reminded me of a gender reveal party.
Yeah, definitely like a baby shower kind of party vibe going on. The host there were 3 hosts. Each one of them had a different one. The evolutionary for Kanto, Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, and
They also had evolutionary hair.
Evolutionary hair. One of them had Vegeta hair. Turns out the Eevee belonged to the little brother. He staked Eevee out because he didn't want it to evolve, and so he thought abandoning it would be the better alternative than being honest with his brothers, who have never given any reason to have placed any mistrust in him anyway.
And other than the "don't be dumb" thing.
Yeah, I mean, the ending just like cements further like this kid's just an asshole, little kid.
Oh.
But they're trying to convince Brock and Ash to evolve their Pokemon. They say no, and Team Rocket attacks, steals literally all the Pokemon that aren't in Pokeballs except for Psyduck, the food, the stones, everything.
That was a nice touch.
Yeah. They even like deployed a decoy balloon that Ash fell for. They got away in their little getaway car. However, unbeknownst to them, Horsey was regurgitating a path of vomit all through the miles of road back into the forest. The heroes eventually find out that they've been duped, bamboozled, and follow the path and eventually battle Team Rocket. Team Rocket is hit hard, and where they usually would blast off and lose, they actually regroup and stand firm and fight back. They were able to defeat the 3 Eevee brothers. Pikachu hit them with a good Thunderbolt or whatever, really hurting them, where that little kid's Eevee finishes him off with a takedown. Team Rocket blasts off.
Good strat.
End up eating canned meat like a bunch of losers, they said. The little kid said...
Isn't that what Brock made last episode?
Yeah, and yeah, right? And the kid admits his feelings. Hey, I don't want to evolve my Eevee. And the brother's like, oh, why didn't you just say so? Proving this kid had no business staking his Eevee out in the middle of the woods when he could have just been honest with his brothers, who he seems to admire so much.
Yeah.
But everyone got their Pokemon back. Everyone lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
Or do they?
Well, who knows?
Find out next week.
Find out never for the extras of Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Thoughts?
Actually, speaking of next week, let's go into what next week's episode is going to be.
We're almost done, huh?
Yeah, with like the first half.
First half of the season?
Mm-hmm.
First season? Oh.
Oh, you know what? I think next week is supposed to be the Porygon episode. We need to find it.
Oh, that's right. We need to find it, yeah, for sure.
All right, man. So give us your thoughts.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I am a happy camper because we actually got a pretty decent battle at the end of the episode. I know I'm starting from the end here, but it was a little
work backwards.
Yeah, it was a little back and forth. Not as much as I would prefer it to be, but we got to see Weezing and Arbok, like Ryan said. get pretty wrecked, and then them come back and beat all 3 evolutions. And of course, Pikachu's overpowered, so with Thunderbolt, he gets him already in a state where
Hey, real quick,
just one takedown could take all of them down.
go ahead and keep talking about your piece. I need to hand something to Katie.
Keep talking about my piece. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I guess. I do like a couple of other things in this episode where there were nice little details, like Ryan. I think Ryan kind of covered it all in his recap, but how they left Psyduck, how Team Rocket stole all the food, every Pokemon, and probably money, just like literally everything at the party. They stole everything, and they left Psyduck. That was a funny little moment. I like that. I enjoy those little touches, those little silly things. One thing that surprised me, I guess, I feel like I know quite a bit about Pokemon, but I didn't know that Vaporeon can melt into water.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like Pidgeotto going Mach 2 and, and Diglett digging at the speed of light.
Oh my gosh. It's still such a funny thing to picture.
I know.
Oh man, that would wreck anybody's butthole. Anyways, yeah, so Vaporeon can melt into water. Oh, there was another little moment. The Psyduck one was funny, but I also like that little moment that Misty had with Horsey, where she's telling him, "Oh, it's been a while since you've gotten to get into water. You know, enjoy your swim." Which is, I like it because it's a moment where you think, "Oh, these Pokemon aren't just, you know, they just aren't just used for whatever they need them." Like Misty had that in mind, that Horsey hadn't been in the water for a while. Like she had that in her mind, that she knew that, and realized that this was a great opportunity for Horsey to have a little bit of fun and swimming around. I like that. I like those kind of moments. So, I mean, also, Jessie breathed fire. That's new. I mean, I feel like she should use that more often in her dealings with Ash. But I guess it's about the Pokemon. I know the first time, was it the first time or one of the first times they fight Team Rocket, Ash was trying to punch them, and they're like pushing him back. Like, no, you have to use your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Do you know how this works?
Mm-hmm. And James like power flicked him.
Yeah.
Like 20 feet back.
Yeah. So if Jessie could use this flamethrower attack against Ash, I mean, that would be pretty nice. But I guess they have their morals. Some morals.
Yeah. They're a little ethical.
Yeah. I enjoyed the setting a lot. I think my favorite parts of this episode were those little moments, the setting, and a little bit of the battle at the end. I like how I think you covered everything, Ryman, in your recap. But I like the way that Team Rocket fought and everything. But I really did like the whole party idea for the Evolution Stone party, and that we got to see like a lot of Pokemon evolving just kind of on the spot. Everybody eating, having a good time. What I would have preferred when they asked Brock and Ash if they wanted to evolve their Pokemon is if Brock, like, obviously Ash knows that Pikachu doesn't want to evolve, but Brock could have asked the Vulpix. I don't know if he talks to Vulpix, but he could have asked Vulpix or something. He just seemed like, no, he's so cute, he's mine, and I don't want to evolve him because he doesn't like that. It's like, I don't know if maybe he does like that though, because like Ninetales is pretty cute too. I also like the fact that other than Growlithe, I guess, with all the Stone Evolution Pokemon in this episode, that was kind of neat. Except the Moonstone Evolution, because I guess the Moonstones are a lot more rare in this world, huh? Which makes sense, because I mean, you don't really see many Moonstone evolutions in the episode. The only one I can think about is, I think Giovanni has a Nidoqueen, right? I think Giovanni has a Nidoqueen. That's the only like Moon evolution. I'll keep an eye on it, but if you see a Moon evolution Pokemon in the episode, call it out because I'd like to know. I think it's a really rare thing in the Pokemon world.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but Yeah, I really enjoy this episode. I would say above average for sure, but not very much above average. I think a lot of it was made by
I have a
the
Nido
last
Queen
battle
and a
at the
Nido
end.
King. All right, lethal squirts. Yeah, Giovanni has both.
Yeah, yes, moonstones are rare. Yeah, I figured. Does Giovanni have a Nido King? I think he has a Nido Queen. But maybe this Giovanni, this one, the lethal squirts one. He's got both. He's got the King and Queen.
Right.
And the lethal squirter himself, Gyarados.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
I'm Giovanni in real life. I love it.
I am Giovanni. Hey, we're really big fans. Really big fans.
Mm-hmm.
Especially Rayman. He wants to be Team Rocket. Yeah, so I enjoyed this episode. I mean, the story was más o menos, more or less. LOL. But I think everything surrounding the story kind of worked, so I'm happy with it. You there, Rayman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. You done?
Yep.
I thought you were thinking. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. I mean, this episode, I wouldn't say this episode's average for me. There are definitely episodes that I like more and less than it. I feel like if this kid's gonna like stake his Eevee in the woods, you know, like he could have left a note or something, or like, hey, I'll be right back for this Pokemon, because it does very much look like he abandoned it.
And I think Eevee thought that too.
Yeah. Although Eevee was just fine when he was handed back, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if you see a dog walking down the street and it has a collar, you know, I guess maybe that's what they were doing. Like, maybe there's like an address on the collar and they were returning it. I can assume. What really surprised me though was like all they did was like walk in, you know, like the property, and the brothers immediately recognized this Eevee as their own. You know.
That's not. Do you think that's surprising?
Yeah, you know, the Eevees look. I mean, just like Pikachu's look identical. You know, it's like varying sizes.
So, if you saw your pug in a group of pugs, you don't think you could point her out?
If every pug looked identical except for like the height and weight, it would be. The more pugs there were, the more difficult it would be.
Yeah, but that's true. But yeah.
But I would say this too. I feel like they were trying to go for, you know, like the Jolteon trainer dressed in yellow. He had like the electric slick back hair. You know, like the blue one dressed in blue. He had like wavy hair with like a little like tsunami in the middle. And the red, you know, like they're trying to go for these themes. You know, like the Pokemon trainer matched the Pokemon.
Yeah.
However, one of the most driving forces in the show was like their dialogue, what they said and did, you know, and their actions and words were interchangeable. Like you couldn't, if you are blindfolded, there's no way you can tell. You know, like this guy has like the electric personality. This one's the hot-headed brother, the Flareon. You know, like this kid's the cool, mellow one. They were all like the same person, just dressed different.
I love this so much. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I feel like that's what they were trying to go for, and like good idea, just like poor execution, you know.
I didn't even notice they were going for that.
Yeah, I mean, like they were color coded and everything, and
but not personalities. I mean, you know.
Yeah, no, they were literally interchangeable. I do, however, I like the way they set up this party. I feel like some philanthropist did this. Like, it's exactly what you do. Just all these stones out on display, just like flaunting his money and power, and you know, like look at this charity I'm giving to everyone. Like, come evolve your Pokemon for free, you know, and he set out a buffet and everything. I feel I like Team Rocket a lot in this episode too. They actually had like a good plan for once.
That's true.
You know, and it really would have worked. Maybe if they like rearranged the Pokemon, had like the one that has previously in episodes vomited whole giant pieces of art into water. Maybe not be at the tail end.
I don't know why they even picked up Horsey. I feel like, I mean, Cedra's pretty awesome, but as a little thing like that, I thought that Team Rocket would leave it behind.
Was Kingdra a thing? No, Kindra's not in Kanto.
No. Kingdra's amazing though.
But I mean, like, I liked it when Team Rocket got knocked down, they got back up, you know? Even though they got knocked down again, man, it's good to see them pushing back, you know, not selling what's typically dealt to them. Even though, who knows what'll happen again. Pokemon battle was pretty alright. I mean, as far as Kanto battles go, it was pretty good. You know, we have definitely seen some worse battles than that.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, like, just like having studied under Granola Man in the Pokemon games and learning like the moves and stuff, like a lot of things they were calling out made no sense, you know? Like Flareon attack, you know? They're not like, and they weren't, you know, they did call a Fire Spin one time, but such a generic call, you know? And like when Eevee attacked, they're like, takedown. And it cut back to Eevee, they're like, alright, now Rage, takedown, you know? Which are like two separate moves, but I'm not an Eevee trainer. I don't know.
If you're not an Eevee trainer, you can't say anything.
Yeah. And then one of the things I didn't like though is like they've created some like size discrepancies. Like that Cloyster in the water was like as big as a Pikachu, but the Cloyster on the bridge was like as big as a person. You know,
Well, that's normal though.
that big of a difference though?
I think so. There's some pretty tiny Pokemon that can also be big.
I don't know. I feel like just
I mean,
like,
what about that Dragonite? What about a normal Dragonite and then the one at the lighthouse?
yeah, that's true.
Or even like well, not Tentacore. That one was stuff in the water. But yeah, I'm sure there's more occasions
Yeah.
like that.
Again, this is a complete filler episode. Nothing really to take away. This episode neither adds or takes away from the show as a whole. I don't even feel like they really learned a lesson. You know, like this is just one of those episodes where something happened around them rather than them causing something. You know.
True. Yeah. Although when they asked Ash to evolve his Pikachu, he was still thinking about it.
Yeah.
He wasn't as quick as Brock to say no.
Yeah, because I mean, even that one episode, he was, remember, guilting the fuck out of Pikachu to evolve.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No. Definitely a filler. Not the best episode, but not one that I wouldn't mind rewatching, you know? Not like the Kangaskhan.
Ah, cringe.
I never want to see that crap ever again.
Cringe.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are you rating it?
I'm gonna rate it 3 Jesse flamethrowers. Labeling it 3 because there was a lot of little moments in this episode that I really enjoyed, like the horsey swimming, the Psyduck being the one left out, and especially Team Rocket getting beat, but then turning around and then beating all the evolutions. Those were definitely my favorite parts, and everything around it was pretty good. Like you said, the story wasn't that great, but the setting was great, and I really did enjoy. I guess the kid, like the kid and Misty's relationship, and how he was able to. I mean, this is his first battle ever, and obviously he wasn't going to be able to take out Team Rocket by himself. But even though Pikachu did most of the work, he did get the last blow, which was, I think it was reasonable, and it was good for him, and good for him to show his brothers that, I guess Eevees can fight. Yeah. I'll say 3.
I think it's a fair rating.
How about you?
I give this 2.5 Squirtle squirtings.
Squirtle was in this episode.
Squirtle lethal squirtings.
Yeah.
Right down the middle, bro. This episode had a lot of just nothing going on. Like the talk about evolving Vulpix and Pikachu.
I noticed you always call him Vulpix.
Vulpix. It led to nothing. There was no point in it being there. A lot of the things happened were just things happening. They weren't moving the plot along. They weren't enhancing a story. They weren't, developing character. They weren't even transitioning the settings. It was just things happening, and it would cut away to another thing happening. And it just so happened in this episode where things were happening and things were cutting away to things happening, that either it was something funny going on or there was a interesting battle,
Do you know that his name is Vulpix?
Vulpix. I do know that. I just retarded, bro.
No, you're good. I've noticed, because like listening to some of that last episode, we had one last episode where Brock gets the Vulpix. I re-listened to it a while back, biblical, and you're like, Vulpix.
The biblical fire tornado.
Yeah, that was epic. We forgot encounters.
Yeah, bro, let's hear them.
Poliwhirl, Poliwrath, Cloyster, Vileplume, Executor, Raichu, Ninetales, Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon, Starmie, Big Tree Bell. Whew.
You know which one you're picking?
That's a toughie. I might have to go either Cloyster or Jolteon. I like Poliwhirl too. Oof. I guess. No, I guess I'll go with Jolteon today. No, sorry. I like Cloyster more. Cloyster's too awesome. I love Cloyster. I love his design.
Even the little itty bitty baby Cloyster.
Even he was a little itty bitty baby. I'd still do that Cloyster. I mean, get that Cloyster.
I is the vagina Pokemon. Maybe that's what it was. Like maybe it was a baby Shelter that they forced to evolve.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I'm sure. You want me to read it up to you again?
No, I already know who I'm picking this whole time. Raichu. Jolteon is definitely the stronger electric type out of the two. But I just love Raichu.
And faster.
It's faster, stronger. I love Raichu's design. I love its color scheme. I love Raichu. There's not many Pokemon that I'd probably pick over Raichu in these encounters. You know, unless I get like one of my top Pokemon in Kanto, like Alakazam or Gengar, which I don't think we will again. At least for Kanto.
Maybe when we get to the tournaments and stuff.
Oh, true. I haven't even seen those episodes.
Me neither, actually. I don't really remember anything after, like Giovanni and Mewtwo.
I don't even remember getting that far.
Yeah, there's an episode where there's episodes with Mewtwo. Anyways.
Anything else you want to kind of touch on before we move on?
Not really. Not really. I think we can move on to Nothing's Ever Good Enough.
Because nothing ever is, or ever will be.
And today's contestant on Nothing's Ever Good Enough is Zubat.
I should say, except Beedrill, guys.
Sorry, except Beedrill. Sorry. You gotta mention that.
Yeah, if you're listening, Beedrill, we didn't forget.
We didn't forget.
Please.
We promise.
Please. Let my wife and children let them go. It wasn't their fault. It's me you want.
Oh man, I love Zubat. I love the Zubat line. It's one of my favorites.
Not as much as
Not as much as Beedrill, okay? Not as much as Beedrill. But I do love Zubat. I love the Zubat line. This is one of those Pokemon that's so common, but also so useful. I just don't think people should complain about how common he is, because this is a really great Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the color schemes. I don't mind that he doesn't have eyes as the first stage. I don't know, man. He's pretty simple design. He's got his wings, his big ears, 2 teeth on top, 2 teeth on bottom, and then he's pokey, spiky tail. I guess if I had any complaint, I think they could do something a little bit better with the tail. Do you think that's a tail?
I think those are little feet.
Oh, little feet.
I like the.
So I think they could improve. They could have done something a little better, or maybe just make it smaller.
Maybe give
I
them
think it's
toes.
too tall. Yeah, make it little toes with a pedicure and everything. No, I think if it was a little bit smaller, I mean that'd be just nitpicking, because I really love Zubat, love his design. Yeah, he's pretty weak Pokemon, but man, does he get better with evolution?
Yeah, because look, they develop little feet on them when he evolves.
But Crobat's got wings at the bottom.
But you see, look back here, you can see the two little things.
Two little things.
You see the little feetsies?
Oh yeah, you're right. That's true.
See, what I notice happens is, look how long his legs are, and then they get shorter and shorter.
Okay, but thicker.
Mm-hmm. I like to think that Zubat develops a little ankle right here, and his leg just bends.
Nice. Okay, so I'm happy I'm happy that you're saying these things, because that means that you're not gonna hate his transition. It's Golbat.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this guy, dude, typical bat. Oh wait, sorry. Are you done?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Typical bat-looking thing. Although, when you break it down, it gets kind of funny. Starting off with the legs we were talking about. There's no way. Can you imagine him walking on these little things?
No.
It looked like he was walking on stilts. It'd be really funny to see.
I mean, maybe he.
These legs don't bend anywhere. It's stiff. He'd be like two pig legs.
I wonder if they're really sharp, so he can slam them into the ceiling of a cave to just kind of go to sleep.
I feel like they're flimsy and weak and tiny.
I don't think so, because they use that to hang off of the caves, right?
I don't. How does he hang with these things? They're just two little sticks.
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe they're really strong and sharp, and they can just slam them into the ceiling of a cave and just hang there.
Just puncture the cave wall.
Exactly.
Or ceiling.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a thumbtack. It's just
exactly. 2 thumbtacks.
Yeah. And if you look closely, he has a bean body.
So cute. I love it.
Not to mention, like, kind of like Golbat, who's 90% mouth. Zubat is like 50% mouth. You know,
Yeah.
it's still very above average. Like, for people who are like, I like Zubat, but Crobat's mouth just gets too big. Alright, Zubat's mouth is already too big. There's no way it should be 50% of its body.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I do like, however, you see how big its ears are? Like, these things were made for, like, eavesdropping. Like, what's that girl from, Encanto? Dolores.
Oh yeah. Notice.
He's got some, like, Dolores ears. Which suits for not having eyes, you know? You really gotta, you know, like, depend on those.
Yeah.
If you see, like, when he develops eyes, he loses his ears. You know?
Right.
He no longer is using sonar to get around, you know, or echolocation. It's using its eyes.
Yep.
These are very typical bat wings. There's nothing to really comment on besides I enjoy the color scheme. The purple with the blue definitely makes for a poison-looking Pokemon, which it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, very simple bat design. You know.
Yeah. The shiny looks good too. I gotta tell you, my first shiny I ever caught was a shiny Golbat, and it's green, and it's so cool.
Is there a shiny?
But I don't know. I gotta say though, and I'm probably the minority, but I think Golbat it's my favorite out of the evolutionary line. I know the majority of his body is, there you go, green. Yeah, and then the Crobat turns pink. That's true. What's my shiny? What
I
that's
don't
about?
My Little Pony.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Golbat. He's my favorite of the three. I love that his whole body is pretty much a mouth. His little feetsies are so cute. The wings get bigger. I think one of the Pokedex entries for Golbat was once it starts sucking on someone's blood, it doesn't stop until it sucks it dry. Which is just so eerie.
That was
and
for
awesome
that was for
Pokemon.
Golbat, or
For Golbat, yeah. This is a freaking vampire bat Pokemon. He kept the same colors as Zubat, which is perfect. I just love the gigantic mouth, and I love all the silly sprites that they've made for Golbat throughout the years. I think one of the first sprites they had for him, he literally has his whole tongue sticking out. If I remember correctly. Look up Golbat sprites real quick. If I remember correctly, there's one where, like, one of the original ones where his tongue is just, like, hanging out. It's so ridiculous. But, yeah, there it is. Bro, I love these sprites. They just make my day. It's so ridiculous.
this is Gen 1. Yeah, this is how.
Yeah, it's Gen 1. Oh my gosh, Gyarados. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh man, if Pokemon were real, I would want to Golbat on my team. No lie.
With the tongue.
I love this Pokemon. With a tongue. I want the whole thing. This thing it's creepy. It's creepy, it's silly, it's got great colors, got the teeth going on, it flies. It's just, I love it. I love Golbat. In fact, maybe he's one of the next Pokemon I'll want to paint.
Yeah.
You don't have to agree with me. I know most people don't like Golbat.
This Pokemon is all mouth. Like, if you look at it, like, you would think this mouth is made for, like, eating something whole. Like, the way it just, like, unhinges like a snake, you know? But if you turn this thing around like 360, there's no backside. It's just like if he closed his mouth around something, it'd just be there like a pelican. So like, I mean, like as big as the mouth is, and as much as it doesn't make sense, he really doesn't have a choice but to drink blood, or something red like on Adventure Time.
Something
Yeah.
red on Adventure Time.
The vampire on Adventure Time just drinks
I've
the
never
color.
seen that show.
She just drinks the color red.
Oh, okay.
So it could be blood or like red lipstick, or
Okay. Weird.
I definitely am not a fan of these feet.
No?
No, I would almost prefer the stilts. Than
Okay.
it looks like
They're
he's,
so cute.
it looks like he's like doing like a handstand or like.
Oh my gosh, man. You're making me like him even more. Okay, sorry. Keep butting in.
Oh man, and like the. Can we go back to like an actual one? Like
Yeah, just push back on Google.
the actual tongue. Like proportionally to his mouth, there's no way this thing could sit in it. It'd have to just dangle out its mouth.
I honestly think they corrected that and then just got rid of the tongue and just decided that Golbat doesn't have a tongue. This was just like, you know, first gen testing things out. I don't think like he has a tongue in canon. I don't think that's canon. I need an adult.
Yeah. This is honestly like nightmare fuel. Like, look at like the wetness they added. Lick.
Oh, yeah. Lick. Jump scare. Well, 200 damage. Oh, maybe let's go back to his or other pictures.
Oh my gosh. Look.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I love that.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. He looks kind of dopey there. Yeah, but like I was saying, big mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have significantly less to say about this Pokemon than Zubat. It's just a bigger version of Zubat with a bigger mouth.
Yeah.
With uglier feet.
Well, let's go to Crobat then. There we go. Well, I won't lie. The first time I saw Crobat, the evolution of Golbat, I was a little disappointed. I have, throughout time, learned to love him. I think it's pretty unique how he has 4 wings, and the way he flies is very different. He flies with his front wings first, and then his back wings flap after that. I do like the fact that he has 4 wings. I don't love the teeth. I don't like the way they did the teeth at all. His ears are fine. They're like pokey, spiky things. And I like how he kind of has like hands on the parts like of the outside of his wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I prefer the Golbat feet than the Crobat feet, personally. I like Zubat's feet too more than Crobat. So I think the feet are. I don't love the feet on him. And then the teeth. Those are my 2 biggest gripes. But other than that, I really love this Pokemon. I like the yellow eyes with the red, or the yellow eyes with the red pupils, and I mean, I would like to see what Crobat looks with the Golbat color schemes, because I think it wasn't necessary to turn him purple. You know, he could have kept him blue.
I think they reversed the color scheme.
Is that what they did?
I think so. Like he has like blue wings now and purple body instead of blue body and purple wings.
Oh, I see what you mean. I mean, I don't know. I think I don't know what it would look like, but I prefer it the other way. I don't know. Look up blue Crobat, see if they have a picture or something. I just feel like it might look better the other way. What?
I mean,
Is it on the... Oh, that's weird.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty
The
accurate.
anime, there's a blue one?
I guess.
Oh, man. You know, maybe not.
Yeah, actually, I prefer the purple.
Maybe not. Yeah, you're right. Oh, there you go. It's a good one. No, yeah, I prefer blue. I would prefer blue, personally. Yeah, I like that a lot. I just still don't like the teeth or the feet. But other than that, it's a really good Pokemon. I don't even... What are they even doing with the teeth? Like, what's going on there? Is it like a frown with teeth? Like a teeth frown? Do you know how to do a teeth frown? Is that a thing?
No.
No. Yeah, I mean, my only complaints are the teeth and the feet. I like everything else about it. It would be better blue, in my opinion, but I don't mind it being purple. And I really do love that he flies on 4 wings. I think that's really cool. It's unique. And he makes like an X. He can make like an X with his body. That's pretty neat.
I can too.
You can't do?
I actually not a huge fan of this design. I feel like it's like a huge slap in the face for like everything Zubat and Crobat was, or Golbat. Like, what would you say is the most defining feature of Zubat and Golbat?
Their mouths.
Yeah. Not only did they close the mouth, give it a full set of teeth, but this thing's mouth, I'm not even sure opens. Oh, here we go. Like,
Does it even have...
it's just always
Doesn't have
closed
sharp
up.
teeth. Doesn't have sharp
Yeah.
teeth.
And when it opens its mouth, there's no teeth showing. I mean, like, in the way these teeth are shaped, like, that's not for drinking blood. That's for chewing grass. This thing is literally a grazer. And to top it all off, like, I think it's like liver's failing with these yellow eyes. It's definitely.
I don't know if he has space for a liver in that body.
Maybe that's why, dude. Like, his organs are shutting down, man. I definitely like. You can't even see the feet here, you know. But like you were saying, I'm not a fan of these feet. Like, as stupid and funny as it would be to watch Zubat walk, this thing would walk like a penguin. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, you might as well just leave the feet off. They also made the eyes bigger, you know, which I assume so it could see better. However, it made the ears bigger, so in case it still used its like echolocation or like sonar. You know, like I'm not really sure where they were trying to go with this, you know.
He looks like he's not from this line.
He looks like a completely different Pokemon. And I feel like it completely abandoned everything the first gen artists were doing with this bat.
Yeah.
Like, you could stick like a pig nose on this and have it like be a third evolution for Woobat, you know? But
Which should be a huge upgrade.
mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean,
But at least they gave Golbat a stronger form, you know?
yeah.
Because Golbat was never really useful.
It definitely made Golbat relevant. You know, like catching a Zubat worth it.
Right.
And even using the Zubat, you know, in battle, because you need that thing that's friendship up.
Yep. True. Oh, look, there's the pig nose right there, isn't it? On the right?
Where?
Upright?
Oh yeah.
There you go. Pig nose.
Although that doesn't really look like Woobat either. I mean,
I do like that it's pink and it's shiny. I think the shiny pink looks pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you look at these two side by side, like, can you tell they're related?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I just feel like they could have done something more on theme. Yep.
Yep, that's what it is. I wonder if Brock will ever have the Zubat evolve.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah. What are you rating it?
For grazing Crobats.
Crazy Crobats.
4 grass grazing
Wow.
Crobats.
You know, sometimes with your breakdowns of Pokemon or episodes, it always makes me feel like you're going to go lower than what you usually do.
Right.
Because I feel like I've been talking this line up, but I'm also going with a 4. And I guess I'll go with 4 really cute little Golbat legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, it would be a 4.5 if Crobat looked anything like the Zubat Golbat line.
I agree.
If they could fix Crobat, I mean, if it was just Zubat and Golbat, honestly, that would have been a 5 for me, probably. But you add Crobat, and I love Crobat because he's very useful. He made Golbat relevant again, and he's got some cool things going on for him. But he definitely brings this line down, design-wise. So power-wise up, design-wise down.
Agreed. He was an all-star on my poison team. Crobat.
Yeah, he's an all-star in any team, bro. He's awesome. But this is a fun line to do. Because, yeah, so many good memories. Good old Golbat.
All right, man. Anything you want to add?
I just want to add that the feet are awesome on Golbat. They're cute. They're great. They're perfect. They just really round them out.
Like, imagine if your legs connected in the middle of your foot instead of at the end. Like, you either had toes on both sides or just 2 heels.
I think, okay, so he's got lines for feet, right? I think those lines can curve, and that's what he grabs on to the ceiling of the roofs with.
There's no way. Like, first of all, would you rather have your feet have toes on both sides or heels on both sides?
That's a weird question.
It's a Golbat question.
It's a Golbat question. I can't even imagine either one of those situations. I don't know. What about you?
I guess like the 20 toes.
20 toes? Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, man. Agree to disagree. I love everything about Golbat.
You'd rather have 2 heels?
I would... No. Stop asking me questions like that. I actually would love to see...
It's right in the middle.
Okay, I don't know where your cursor is because I don't see it, but
You can't see it?
No. But...
Look on the screen share.
Screen share. I am looking on the screen share. Where else would I be looking?
Oh, and you still can't see it?
Nope. But... I would like to see what Golbat looks like with the Zubat ears. I wonder if that would add to his charm.
Like, take away the eyes?
No, keep the eyes, but give him the Zubat ears. You know, the bigger ones. Oh, I like that one. It's bright. Anyways. That's why it goes to show.
All right. Well, I want to leave all y'all with the mental thought of a foot with double-sided toes or double-sided heels. Let us know which one you'd rather. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Or what if like Golbat had like one foot with like double-sided toes and one foot with double heels?
Oh gosh. Let's stop with that. That's why it goes to show nothing's ever good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Some things are very close,
Mm-hmm.
but then they just become not good enough. They just go downhill.
Nothing's ever good enough.
Except for Beedrill.
Nothing.
They go
ever will
downhill.
be.
You go downhill, except for Beedrill.
Yeah, it all goes downhill. Spikes to perfect for 1 second with Beedrill, and then goes all the way downhill again.
There you go.
But alrighty, guys, catch us back like in 5 minutes for the Rotten Run.
Yep. Alright. See you guys soon.
Yeah, remember, give your significant others those null eyes. Dangle those bananas off your significant other's chin.
Bro, I had a banana. Like, okay, so I had. Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. We went for a run. And I came home. And I had this, like, you know, that's like the recovery drinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a mango flavored recovery drink.
Okay.
And I had it poured in a cup. But the thing is, like, I think it went bad. Because I hadn't drank it in like a week or something like that. And my wife had left it out on the counter. And so I drank it. And then right after I drank it, I ate a banana. And then like literally I threw everything. I threw it all up. And so I think bananas have been ruined for me for a little while. Which is very sad. But I will continue to dingle dangle them. At least. I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
That's
bananas
that.
were ruined. They'll the love of bananas will come back to you.
I hope so. They do. Have you ever thrown something up and it's just been ruined for you forever?
Yeah. When I was like
What?
7 years old or something, I threw up pancakes, and to this day I don't eat them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. That's kind of how I was with Krispy Kreme. Threw up Krispy Kreme once and I'm like, oh, no more.
Yeah.
That's probably because it's too sugary. Pancakes can be pretty sugary too if you.
But it doesn't work all the time. I threw up eggs one time, but still love eggs.
Yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with eggs.
Oh man, it's all love.
It's one of those things like I can eat and then after I eat it a few times, I'm like, oh, this is disgusting.
No.
And then once I go a little while without eating it, then I can eat it again.
It's all love with me and eggs. Love to eat
Well,
them.
how do you like them? How do you
love
like
to
them?
see them. Love to make love to them.
Love to spank them.
And spank them.
Well, how do you like them best?
My favorite egg is poached eggs.
Really? Poached eggs are pretty good.
My dad has a recipe I follow. It's so good. I've been teaching
That's
Ian.
awesome that you have that.
Been teaching Ian how to make them. It's his favorite too.
Oh, I gotta try your poached eggs then.
Yeah.
Mine's always sunny side. It's my favorite.
I feel like Chili Kitties is my like close second.
Which one?
Chili Kitties, like the.
Oh yeah, chilaquiles. Yeah. Okay. I
But
don't remember. I think I like those. It's been a while since I've had it. All right. Well, we'll see you guys soon.
see you guys. Give us like 5 minutes. We'll be back on.
Bye.
Peace.